When we talk about Qualcomm versus NVIDIA in automotive, we are not just comparing two semiconductor companies. We are actually comparing two fundamentally different philosophies of how a modern vehicle should think, compute, and evolve over time. On one side, we have Qualcomm, a company that comes from a strong mobile and connectivity background, where efficiency, integration, and user experience are deeply optimized. Their automotive journey started from telematics and infotainment, and today has evolved into what they call the Snapdragon digital chassis, a modular platform covering cockpit, connectivity, ADAS, and cloud integration. On the other side, we have NVIDIA, a company that comes from high-performance computing and artificial intelligence. Their entire approach is built around massive parallel processing, deep learning, and autonomous driving capabilities. NVIDIA is not just building chips, they are building a full, AI-driven vehicle brain. Now, in a real vehicle architecture, this difference becomes extremely critical, because OEMs are no longer just selecting hardware, they are choosing a long-term software and compute strategy that will define how the vehicle behaves, updates, and evolves for the next 10 to 15 years. Let us now go deeper into how these platforms are architected at the silicon and system level, because this is where the real differentiation begins. Starting with Qualcomm, the Snapdragon digital chassis is designed as a modular and scalable platform, meaning OEMs can pick and choose components depending on vehicle segment and cost targets. At the core, the society integrates multiple compute engines: Creo CPU for general processing, Adreno GPU for graphics rendering, Hexagon DSP for signal processing workloads, and a dedicated AI engine for on-device intelligence. This architecture is highly optimized for heterogeneous computing, where different workloads are distributed across specialized cores. This becomes extremely important in cockpit systems, where multiple applications run simultaneously without performance degradation. In contrast, NVIDIA Drive Platform is designed as a high-performance centralized compute system. The latest platforms like Drive Orin and Drive Thor are essentially data center-grade computers adapted for automotive environments. At the core, NVIDIA leverages its GPU-first architecture with thousands of CUDA cores and tensor cores designed specifically for AI workloads. Unlike Qualcomm, where compute is distributed across multiple specialized engines, NVIDIA's strength lies in massive parallelism, enabling real-time processing of sensor data, including camera, radar, and LiDAR, for perception and decision-making. This makes NVIDIA platforms highly suitable for autonomous driving applications. Now let us move into the software layer, because in modern vehicles, software defines the real value delivered to the user. Qualcomm has a very strong advantage due to its deep integration with Android Automotive OS. The platform provides a complete board support package, along with optimized drivers and middleware, enabling seamless integration with Android frameworks. This allows OEMs to leverage the full Android ecosystem, including apps, media, and voice assistants, while maintaining automotive-grade stability. In many production vehicles, Qualcomm platforms run Android Automotive alongside QNX using a hypervisor, ensuring safety-critical systems remain isolated from infotainment systems. This architecture is critical for achieving ISO 26262 compliance. NVIDIA, on the other hand, provides a completely different software ecosystem centered around Drive OS, which is built on Linux or QNX, combined with powerful AI frameworks like CUDA and TensorRT. This stack is designed not for apps, but for AI pipelines, where data flows from sensors into perception models, then into planning algorithms, and finally into control systems. Additionally, NVIDIA provides simulation platforms like DriveSim, which enable virtual testing of autonomous driving scenarios, significantly reducing real-world testing complexity. This end-to-end AI ecosystem is one of NVIDIA's biggest strengths. Now let us connect this architecture to real OEM strategies, because platform selection is always driven by vehicle requirements. Qualcomm dominates the cockpit domain because its architecture is optimized for user experience, fast boot times, high-quality graphics rendering, and seamless connectivity. In a modern vehicle, the cockpit includes multiple displays, digital instrument cluster, infotainment screen, and heads-up display. Handling all of this requires efficient GPU rendering and low power consumption, which is exactly where Qualcomm excels. NVIDIA focuses on ADAS and autonomous driving, where requirements are completely different. Instead of UI rendering, the system must process sensor data in real time, detect objects, predict behavior, and make driving decisions. This requires extremely high compute capability, along with deterministic performance and redundancy. NVIDIA platforms are designed for this purpose, enabling centralized ADAS controllers that handle perception, planning, and control. This is why OEMs use NVIDIA for next-generation autonomous driving systems. The automotive industry is undergoing a major transformation from distributed ECUs to centralized compute architectures. Traditionally, vehicles had hundreds of electronic control units, each handling a specific function, but this approach is becoming inefficient due to software complexity. Qualcomm is evolving toward a domain-based architecture, where cockpit, ADAS, and connectivity domains can be integrated or separated depending on vehicle needs. NVIDIA, however, is pushing toward a fully centralized architecture where a single high-performance compute platform acts as a vehicle supercomputer capable of running multiple workloads simultaneously. AI capability is the core differentiator between these platforms. Qualcomm focuses on edge AI, optimized for efficiency and low power consumption, enabling features like voice assistance and driver monitoring. However, NVIDIA architecture is built for large-scale AI processing, including both training and inference. Their platforms handle complex neural networks required for autonomous driving, including perception, path planning, and behavior prediction. In real vehicles, this means Qualcomm enhances user experience, while NVIDIA enables intelligent driving decisions. In real vehicle behavior, Qualcomm platforms typically offer faster boot times, lower thermal footprint, and better power efficiency, making them ideal for always-on systems like infotainment. NVIDIA platforms, due to higher compute capability, consume more power and require advanced thermal management, but deliver significantly higher performance for AI workloads. From a safety perspective, both platforms support ISO 26262, but NVIDIA systems are often designed for higher ASIL levels required for autonomous driving. In the era of software-defined vehicles, OTA updates and cloud integration are critical. Qualcomm leverages its strong connectivity background, including 5G and V2X, to enable seamless cloud communication, allowing continuous feature updates and telemetry collection. NVIDIA takes a data-driven approach where vehicles collect driving data, train AI models in the cloud, and deploy improvements back to vehicles, creating a continuous learning loop across the fleet. Choosing between Qualcomm and NVIDIA depends entirely on vehicle goals. If the focus is on infotainment, user experience, and connectivity, Qualcomm is the preferred platform. If the focus is on ADAS and autonomous driving, NVIDIA becomes the natural choice. In future vehicles, hybrid architectures will emerge, combining Qualcomm for cockpit and NVIDIA for autonomous driving, connected through high-speed automotive networks. Looking ahead toward 2025 and beyond, both companies are expanding aggressively. Qualcomm is strengthening its ADAS capabilities, while NVIDIA is moving toward full vehicle compute platforms. The industry is converging toward centralized architectures, where AI plays a dominant role and vehicles continuously evolve through software updates. The future vehicle will not be defined by hardware alone, but by the intelligence of its software platform.